What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. I'm being fucking joined this time for the first. This is a big moment. This is a big moment. This is for the first time ever on the channel. We got an artist coming for a second interview. What is going on, LJ? Lyrical Joe, how you feeling, my guy?
I'm excited, man. It's the second time, and this time we're on Zoom.
I know. Look, dog, when I say, yo, LJ been with us since the trenches, dog, we ain't have no backdrop. We ain't have Zoom meeting. We was on IG Live and shit. It was like all staticky and stuff. We've come a long way, my guy. We've come a long way.
Long way, man. And it's great, man. I feel great because this is the second time I'm coming on just to, it's like we have a lot to talk about since the last time we did it. It's been like ages. So it feels great.
So much. I've dove so much more into the Ghana hip hop scene since then. We've had some big interviews. You know, we had EL Blackway on the channel. So that's been super dope. Like I want to get caught up on everything that you've been doing. You got some more. You got some accolades under your belt this time around and shit. Like yo, been cooking, man.
Yeah, man. Good look up. That's the right people. Some of the right people you looked up, man. EL Blackway. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. Oh, excellent people too. Amazing interviews. So like gem after gem. Not just the music either. Like just like solid shit. You know. If you didn't get a chance to check those shits out, check those out. Those are fire, dog.
Right.
But let's go. Let's start it off something strong, my guy. Start us off with, since the last time we seen you, what's like a personal growth gem? What's something that's like that you've taken away since the last time we talked? How have you grown so that we can be introduced to this new LJ?
Yeah, I think this new LJ is settling into the space very well. I would say that one thing that I feel like I have grown with is to just not feed into pressure from the people. Just let things work on my timing and then make sure that I'm satisfied with what I'm about to give to the people. Because that's food, that's what you're cooking. And if you yourself cannot be satisfied with it, how are you sure that you really want to feed the people with this? So this is something that I think I have worked on. Make sure that it's always the right go time before I put it out.
Okay, not getting pressured to put stuff out early until you feel like it's ready and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Not even till I feel like not jumping on the bandwagon like people are saying, yo, you need to drop this, and then you just running to do it. You need to do this, and then you're just running to do it. But make sure that the work is, solid before you snap.
I'm here for it, dog. I'm here for it. So what actually have you done this year? Let's give me the recap. What are the accomplishments? 2022 brought a lot of work, a lot of projects, collaborations. Like walk us through it. Start us off with the year. What'd you do this year?
I really started the year of like really hot-headed because some nominations came through, and I was like really hot-headed into that because it's like officially my big nominations from Ghana, since I started doing this, and it just came through like that. So I really was hot-headed into that. And all I wanted to do was, get that off the way, and then I can start dropping music. Um, I had amount of barcodes on my belt I wanted to drop, amount of other hip hop, projects I wanted to drop, which I think I've dropped a couple of them. They did well. They did great. I just feel like I didn't do enough. But let's talk about what I dropped. I mean, I've accomplished that. I mean, I've dropped a couple of barcodes. Made sure that I stuck to the 5th August for the year as well. Soon as I got the award over, I actually didn't think I was gonna. This year I wanted to go 3 minutes for the 5th August, but it's like, nah, man, come on, you've been doing it.
Are you even able to do 3 minutes, my guy?
Because I really wish I wanted to go 3 minutes just to keep it simple and short, but it's like, nah, man, that's the culture. It's not possible.
They're gonna eat you alive. You try to do that. They're gonna eat you alive, my guy.
I had to keep going, but I'm proud that that's one thing that I did this year that I'm proud I was able to pull off. Because when it comes to the 5th August, it's not just about recording the song, But after you go through the whole stress of, getting the song ready and everything, the video,
Yeah, let me paint the picture a little bit for those who may not know. So this has been a tradition now, right? It's become a holiday here in
Mm,
America, right?
yeah,
On LJ's birthday, right? On the 5th of August, he puts out this big production. It's usually like he's saying 3 minutes. It's usually like 9.5 minutes to 30 minutes long, where like it's got its own IMDb casting. Like it's got actors. There's fire. There's usually some type of musical instrumentation. Like dog, it's legit a whole
yeah.
thing.
It's crazy then having to, pull off the video because you're mostly scared the video is, you don't want a video to be boring to a very long song like that. So you need to make sure that it's heavily packed. You yourself, you need to be mentally and, physically ready for the video that you're about to do and everything. So I was really proud from what I did last year. I'm really proud how I pulled it off this year as well.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. You know what? Let's talk about this for a second too, because we had an interesting conversation one time. I don't know if you remember this, but you was like fighting with a fan or something. Like you was fighting with somebody, and they was trying to tell you which the best August 5th was between
Yeah.
you remember that?
Yeah.
And you and I, of course, like I feel like once you get to a certain level of music acclamation, it's just like the people who understand type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like obviously, like you and I ended up agreeing 100% on that one. Like it wasn't even close. Like what are they talking about? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. That's the thing, and it's still a huge argument among some people, though.
It's a
Mm.
beautiful thing to do when people are arguing about which of your own shit is better. Like that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Right.
But what
It-
does that do for you headspace wise? So like here are my questions. I got some 5th August questions. All right.
Okay.
Number one would be, when do you start writing the next one?
Huh. So, last year, this thing happened. Well, you get to understand this. Sometimes, as a rapper, you feel like you've written something down, and it's time to record, and you just finish recording. You look at the thing, and you look at the lyrics, and you're like, no, man, it's just not
It's
hitting
not
it for me.
ready.
You're like, no, man, it's just not hitting it for me. Or sometimes you go back and listen to what you did with the other ones, your entry, your ending, and everything. You're like, no, man, this is not hitting it for me. So honestly, sometimes with my 5th August, I've had to do a whole last minute rewriting and everything.
Really?
So sometimes I really start putting down my points. I know the schemes I want to do, what I want to talk about, and everything. There's a point where I maybe I pen down a 12 bar or a 16 bar, and I listen and I look at these bars and I be like, these particular bars are not for any feature, are not for any other songs. This is 5th August type of bars. I put them on the side. So now when I get the right now the instrumentation, the beat really plays a core key role in doing my 5th August. When I hear the beat and it pushes me there, some beats just brings out the mean in you or the calm in you. That's
Those
all that.
facts.
So when I hear it and I feel like, okay, this is hitting the mark, then I have the skeleton. I bring the skeleton to the table and I put the body to it. That's what I do. So I wouldn't say there's a space of time, but I just start putting down the pieces, my skeletons down. Mm.
That's dope. So do you go into this like I want to hit a certain number of different flows, or is it whatever comes out naturally? Or is there like, nah, I gotta switch it up a certain amount of times minimally just to give it the 5th August? You know what I mean? Feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the mindset with that?
Yeah, that is mandatory. I really need to hit a certain amount, some schemes, a certain amount of flow. I really need to be satisfied because me myself, I've been listening and I really need to be convinced in myself that nah, yeah, you've really done it, or you just outdid yourself. So sometimes I set that standard for the 5th August projects.
What is there any type of an ongoing theme that we as fans should be keeping an eye out for as far as these go and as these continue to come out? Or is this really just fan service for the people who've been rocking with you for the longest? Or is there like a bigger story being told? Like walking through it, like what's going on?
For the 5th August, I ran you through to back to 5th August one. The main reason why I even started this whole 5th August thing, I think I was working on my first LP. It had 25 songs titled Kill. King and Limelight. That's what it stands for. And I was working in the studio, and it was almost my birthday. So I was like, no, man, I need to put something out, even though I'm working on my album. So it's looking like my LP. So it's looking like I'm not gonna get to put anything out on my birthday. I was like, no, I need to put something out. And so we branched off the projects, the LP, and then the producer just put in some beat. We went through a couple of them. I was like, listen, I don't want to do a chorus. I just want to,
I
since
just
it's
want
my
to
birthday,
go.
I just want to go till I'm okay, then we're good. So that's how 5th August, the very first one came about. And the space that we were in, there wasn't anyone doing that kind of thing. Like you there wouldn't want to put out a long ass rap, you know, rap
Right.
music at 5 minutes, six. I think the first one was 7 minute. Yeah, 6 7 minute. You wouldn't want to do that. But to my surprise, I did it, and it went out, and it was like on air everywhere. It was being played. And it was the first time that in a long time out here that a 6 minute, a 7 minute rap song was being played fully on air, and people were going crazy over it, like, who's this? Who's this? So that's where the culture came from. And I felt like, okay, so this is my part to hold, and this whole culture here, this is the thing I need to keep alive, regardless whatever I do within the
Got you.
year, under the year review. When it's that time, then it's that time. I need to do it. I need to keep that side of the rap culture alive. Yeah. So that's just the purpose itself. Anytime it's my birthday, and then the people, they've taken it from there. They took it more personal than me. I mean, I have people sending me threats and warnings like, it is almost your birthday. It's almost your birthday. We know. Don't play. You really have to go. So sometimes I feel like, no, I don't want to do this on my birthday. But then just the threats alone that come, and the tweets and the messages and stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go. So
Look,
the
I'm gonna
fans,
be right up in there with you, dog. I'll be taking off work and stuff. You better. I get the same ones. You better
yeah,
be on as soon as he drop. You better be on that. Where you at? It dropped 13 seconds ago. Family, can I breathe? Like,
yeah, crazy. And some people go crazy. Like I was talking to someone, I think just 2 days ago. I know that was just a week after I dropped Nations and Forever. That's like the barcode, the last barcode I dropped. And it was just a week after. And dude was like, yo, man, it's been a minute since you dropped something. I'm like, yo, I just dropped back. I just dropped something. He was like, yeah, Nations and Forever. I was like, yeah, that's just a week ago. And I was like, yeah, it's been a minute. I'm
what's
like,
next? Yo, people got no attention spans, dog.
yeah, man.
None.
Yeah.
They would have never lasted with the fucking crates, though. When we had to go digging that shit.
You
All
can
right,
never satisfy people fully in this space.
never. And which is probably a good thing, because if people are tired of hearing from you, you know what I'm saying? Like your time is come and gone at that point. It's much better problem to have them beating your door down because they want more
Yeah,
than
that's true.
like telling you to shut up. You know what I mean? Has anyone out here? I got two more questions before we move off of the 5th August.
Yeah.
Have you seen anybody else start to do anything like this? Has there anyone else started to do like a birthday release, a year release that they like take the blueprint and they start building off of it? They try to like take that
Yeah,
thunder.
yeah. I seen a few people, try to drop on their birthdays. It's just that they don't do it like I do it. It's normally the normal or 3 minutes songs. Even a few of them that try to rap. I mean, how long could they keep going? It's just like for a few minutes. So I think the length also plays a strange role in what I do as well. That's the difference, and making sure that I attach a quality video to it,
Right.
and serve it right to the people also play a role. So yeah, but then I'm glad when I see people doing that, because it shows how much impact it's creating.
This was my next question. My next question is, when you see that, do you look at that like, they're trying to swagger jack me? Or do you look at it like, nah, I'm inspiring people. Like, this is dope. Like, they want to do the same things. Like, what's your mindset
Yeah,
with that?
I'm inspired. I'm happy. I don't really feel like I'm being swagger jacked because I can only feel like I'm swagger jacked if you rap like me, or if you
Okay.
if it's done way, and even if it's done way better than me, I still feel like this is where the blueprint came from. So I'm still proud, like a father.
That's dope. No, that's fire though. Like that, I think that's a good mentality to have about it.
Mhm.
You talk about the barcode series. So the barcode is another series that LG does where it tends to be more cipher oriented, right? There's other people that get featured in it. There's not necessarily all from Ghana. We've seen success with that. Merkins was on it before. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like huge fan favorites over here on this side. You know what I mean? Um, what has anything come from the prototype of the barcode coming out? Have you seen you getting new fans from other parts of the world where these other artists are coming from? Have any of them seen any kind of like fan explosions or anything like that from this? Or is this, like what's been going on with it?
Yeah, I mean the barcode on its side is also a different project that has really done well and seen light. I mean, I think this year I had Merkham's, and I had Max Cortez on there as well. And his verse really went in. He had, MI, he had people talking about it. It was crazy. And that's what I was looking at achieving with the barcodes as well. Not just me rapping, rapping myself out there, but then reaching out to other dope MCs
Right.
and putting them in the space as well. It's two things that happen in this space. People will see dope MCs and they avoid them. I don't want to work with this person because I don't want to be feel
They don't want to
challenged.
get
I don't want to be out
chewed
rapped up.
up.
Choked
Say
up and
what it
all.
is. They
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
get chewed up, dog.
But, but it's a drive for me personally. When I see a dope MC, I'm like, oh, that's it. I want to do something with this person because I feel like when people push you to the wall, you come out with your best and things that you never thought you could do. So me, I take that positive energy from competition, and that's why I'm able to put these people on. And then I look down here, I look back here in Ghana as well. I put some of the MCs on that. When I did barcode three, I had some of the young dudes on there that were rapping. Most of them had never been even reacted to on YouTube before. So just the joy that this was going to come out for them to be for people to explain their lyrics and break them down.
Right.
It was really a great thing for them, a big thing for them, and I was happy about it as well. Mm.
That's fire.
And
So
the
not
thing
not
about
stopping no time soon, right? Like we
and
got more
no
barcodes
time,
lined up.
yeah, and the thing about barcodes is this year's barcode took a new turn, and it was this year's road to August, and barcode actually took a new turn, and it really got deep. It really got deep, and it's one of the barcodes that I would say I've seen growth from the nations and
I
forever.
agree.
I would say I seen growth from, and people really mess with it. They hack with it, and it shows me the next direction I'll be going if I wanted to put any artist on the barcode as well. Yeah.
What have you learned from putting them together? Because I can tell you from doing collaborations with cats around the world, it is very frustrating when you have a high level work ethic, a high level output, and you try collabing with people who don't necessarily have the same output level that you do.
It's crazy. It's crazy, you have people now working with you. You have people dropping your verses off songs. You eh, in so I think it always works when I reach out to the people I want to put on, because I know that before I reach out, I want to put you on. I know the level of love you have for the work, and I know how good you are. And I know that when I hit on this person, he's gonna do it, rapidly do it. And that's so I go for such people, and then we always get the work done quick. But then when it comes to people picking me out for work, I know it's a whole different issue. Everyone is
Right.
gonna have the issue. People definitely come up to you and be like, man, you'll be rapping too much. I don't want that. I don't want that on my song or something. And it's understandable because we
Yeah, I mean
all
everyone got different lanes. You know what I mean? The
yeah,
same shit ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you got different. I mean, not all your shit is rapidy rap shit either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even you
Yeah,
got
none
different.
of my things exactly. I dive into different things. It's just
Yeah,
sometimes we get into the bag and you want to rap. That's it. But then half of the time we be doing different stuff.
exactly. What have you found yourself enjoying more? Because you're still getting involved. Let's get into some of the other stuff too. So we had a couple beefs this year, I think, right?
Mm.
I think you made the naughty list, right? Is
Mhm.
this year you was up to no fucking good out here yelling at motherfuckers, right? Um, I wanna get into like what have you found to be the most fun creating, right? Is it when you're causing mischief and you're out here arguing with motherfuckers? Is it when you're creating music? Is it one of the projects like the bar, you know what I'm saying, the barcodes or the 5th August? What do you enjoy creating the most?
So okay, so I'll be honest, I really enjoy creating good music. When I'm in the studio playing with the melodies and I'm putting out my little hook there and I'm doing my thing, I enjoy it. And it's two things. And the second one is when I really, really, uh tickle the ego of some rappers and their fans. Like, when you come out all guns blazing and be like, yo, I'm top 5. And people get real angry. They say a whole lot online and all that. I'm like, yeah, I really love that. I really love the urge and the rush for that
What do
song.
you
That
what do you how do you act in those moments, right?
yeah,
You know who AKA is from South Africa?
yeah, yeah.
AKA was on a live one time and he told people he would do this. He was like, I would go, I know that I can say something. And I remember the tweet. I was there for this all live. And he would tweet something like, I am the best rapper in South Africa has ever had, dead or alive. He said,
And
and then I just put my
and it's
phone
gonna
down and walk away and just let people argue with themselves for the next 2 days. And he's like, I don't even look at it.
yeah. I don't even look at it. You're gonna curse me. You're gonna say whatever you want to say, and I won't even look at it. It's fine. Maybe I might not even come online, and it's fine. They will say a whole lot, and it's cool. Sometimes the rush of moving to people in that manner is cool. And people live for this online. Like people live for this kind of violence online. They love it. They want to see such thing. So yeah, sometimes it's just good to be mischievous a little bit. Mm.
I'm with it. What happened with the beefs this year? I missed this year's beefs. I sat this one out because I had other shit in other countries that was going on. It wasn't really my scene at the time. Bring me up to speed. What happened?
This year's beef, I mean, I would say it was fun and at the same time, kind of funny because the thing is, I was beefing with one person here. It was a little back and forth. It came out from the awards. We went on. We both got nominated and on two different schemes. Awards in Ghana, like some of the two big award nights in Ghana, we got nominated for the same category.
Right.
That was Rap of the Year. So I think the first one came, and I didn't win. He won. So I was like, no. And even
I
though I
was
mean,
like, no.
I mean, this is someone I know. So it's mostly like me and you. I know you, but then we
Right.
get we get nominated in the same category, and you win. And then I moved to the awards. Like the next morning, I had a freestyle out. After the awards, I was like, listen, I feel like I deserve this because I work and did this, did that, did that. You understand? So he ended up taking it the wrong way and then started firing shot.
All right, well, hold on. Let's not. What's the right way to take that, LJ? What's the right way? I just won an award. Hold up,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I
So honestly,
got my award. Right,
you just won
you're
an
my
award, and,
man.
and I come to you. I'm like, bro, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that, my guy.
Yeah. So, but then I moved to the awards, and I moved to them. I was like, listen, you people, you dudes said, this is the criteria you're looking for. You wanted somebody with this different type of beats on one song. You wanted this length, this lyrical dexterity, quality video, good views, and all that. And I produced all that under the year review, and in those songs that were nominated, I produced that. I'm questioning you guys, why didn't I win the award? And I had votes to whatever it was, so why didn't I win the award? And so when I
You don't think
so
I should feel any type of way about that?
no, man, because I'm like, congratulations, bro, but I feel like this I deserve this. I should be able to tell you that I shouldn't go behind you and talk behind you. I should be able to tell you that, bro,
I agree with that.
congratulations, but I feel like I deserve this. And then I made sure I kept it respectfully, even through the freestyle. I'm like, I still big you up, and you know, but then this is the people I'm addressing, this is the people I'm talking to, the award schemes, not you.
All right. And all right, so we got you
But the thing is
you drop this,
he
you're
said
addressing. Go ahead.
and the thing is that he said he was cool with it because he went on other interviews and he was fine with it. He was like, he understands where I'm coming from and all that. So I'm like, okay, if since you understand and you know that I didn't DC, because it's different when I say this dude is whack. He's not supposed to have that award. His shit is the crap and all that.
Right.
And yeah, it's different. That's me.
So you're not saying,
like,
so at no point were you like he's trash. You just like we were both
never,
dope. I was just
yeah,
more qualified. That's
yeah.
your
I was like, bro, you know, I love you, but I feel like that field is mine. That was the line I said. That's it. But he said he was cool with it, and I think the next
you think
awards,
people started getting in his ear? You think
people started talking and everything. So it shook the grounds. But fast forward to the next award, which was the biggest one, and then I won, which was at
okay.
the Ghana Music Awards. Then I won. So when I won that, I feel like probably he was like, no, when this dude won, he when I won, this dude didn't take it cool, so I'm also not gonna take it cool. But then shots came out flying.
See, I think that's cool. I like that now. Now I'm in. Now this seems like fun. I
Yeah,
won
so
the shit. You ain't like it. You
yeah,
said some shit. I was like, all right, bet. Next one comes out. You want some shit? I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go straight. Like, I like this sound. Like, this doesn't sound like the last beefs you were in. This sounds like
so
healthy competition
yeah,
type shit.
yeah. So shot came out flying, and then I rapidly replied, and everything went cool. Then on my birthday, you know, I'm about to drop 5th August, and then just 5 minutes after I drop 5th August, and we pick up the trend, dude just drops a song. This is on my birthday.
You got this on your birthday now?
Yeah, man. Dude came for me on my birthday like crazy.
You
And
deserve that. You deserve
he,
that.
he, he did it on
Why you dropping 10 minutes worth of bars?
yeah, yeah, he did it on a beat we were supposed to. We both were supposed to collaborate on that. I sent him. He did it on a beat we were supposed to work on.
That's fire. Who is this? I love this guy. This guy is so petty. I'm in.
Yeah, very, very petty. He was like, yeah, man, you wanted us to do a collaboration. So this is it.
It's too on the This is a legend. I'm with it. That's fucking fire, dog. Was it good?
Yeah,
Was it
so
a
I
good
was like,
diss?
yeah, man. I mean, he came. It was cool, but I was like, okay, so let's get it. So I couldn't wait. On my birthday, I was on a trip, so I just couldn't wait to get back. Imagine taking a trip on a holiday and your ass is halfway on the road going to the trip, and they dropped this song for you. You don't know what to do. You want to come back, or you still want to continue.
Did it fuck your trip up? Were you like the whole time? Were you just like, I'm gonna
No,
go record this right now?
then I let the momentum build because people knew I wasn't gonna keep quiet. They were like, "Yo, bro, when are you saying something?" As soon as I would come online, it's like, "Yo, bro, we are waiting for you. When are you saying something?" So as soon as I came back, I was like, "Let's get it." And
How many total back and forths? How many total back and forths were there?
with me, how I went about it, when I was ready, I went at him online. I was like, "Bro, I'm ready." I tagged him. I'm like, "Bro, hello, I'm ready. Let's get it."
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm home.
Hey, I'm home, so let's go. Yeah, so he was ready. He also knew that it was coming in, and the thing is, it was back and forth. I think we went about roughly. I think I went about 6, and he went 4. Yeah,
That's not bad. That's a healthy back and forth.
yeah, back and forth. The only thing was that I was doing the magic with the 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 timing because I'm replying 1 hour after he drops, and it takes him a day to come back. I'm replying 1 hour after he drops, and it takes him a day to come back. So
Do
I
you
think
think
that
that
was
matters? Do you think
my
it's rattling them? You think it's rattling them?
so yeah, it will at the point frustrate you because imagine we're going at it, and you drop me a diss song just when people need time to soak in what you have to say about me.
On his
I'm dropping
ass.
I'm dropping, and then it's like I'm having information on things that you're saying about me, and I'm replying. So it's like, how is this
Mm,
person doing this? And then now people would end up putting back the pressure and would be like, we are waiting for you. And you know,
right,
not all of us have the penmanship, the same type of penmanship. You know, some people really need time to
right.
come out with something heavy, and some
That's not
people
that's not
are ready.
everybody's lane. Everybody can't just
Yeah,
jump
it's not
in on some battle
it's not
shit. Like,
everybody, and some people are ready to go.
right.
Yeah.
It's like this is different.
So so if I was beefing with somebody that didn't have to write and would just jump in 1 minute and reply me, I would be stressed out because as soon as I write 30 bars, dude is just going into the studio,
Right. Just doing it.
writing 1 minute
It's
and
still gotta be dope though, right? Like, see, I've always been one of those guys, man. Like, time to reply means nothing to me. If I gotta wait a
it's
week
nothing.
for a reply,
It needs
as
to be
long
hard.
as it's
Yeah,
dope, dog.
it
You
needs to
know?
be hard. I mean,
Yeah.
if reply is not hard, I'm not putting it out. No, if it's not hard, I'm not putting it out. It needs to.
Especially when it comes to diss tracks. Because, like, here's the thing: a year from now, when people go to review those diss tracks, they're not gonna have any idea
Like,
about the time frames and
what
shit like
time?
that.
Yeah, yeah. And
They're gonna
when
have fucking beats and bars. That's it.
you really need to come for people, you need to come for their soul and all that. Like it's Mortal Kombat.
Let's go. All right. So, are y'all cool now?
I mean, I'm over with it. It's good. I'm good.
Okay.
We
I mean,
have
that's cool.
spoken since, but I'm over with it. I'm fine.
Do you feel like it's a relationship that should be repaired, or do you think it's one that's just kind of like irrelevant?
I don't feel like I don't think anything was even destroyed in the first place.
Okay, that's dope.
It's more of lyrical exercise to me, so it's fine.
That's fire. Nah, I like that a lot. I'm here for that shit. I'm all day, baby. Who was it you were beefing with? What is the cast name?
His name is Amarado.
Rather, all right. So I did see the some tweets back and forth while it was going on.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
didn't jump into the like I was there while it was happening.
And I mean, the space would have been shaky bit for you to jump in because this other dude is rapping in Tree and I'm doing English. So, you know, it's two different things.
Right,
And
right, right.
it would have been a bit hard to crack not what was going on the same scale. Yeah.
Nah, I got you. 100%, 100%. All right. Well, look, dude, that's dope. Here's my question about the beef and when this stuff does happen. You're signed, right? You have a label that everything goes out through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do they get mad at you? Like, do you be having like meetings like, come on, Doug, again?
You know, even to begin with, I had to tell him that, listen, man, I really need to go. This is what I do. I'm a rapper. I mean, we're doing music, but I'm a rapper. And what kind of rapper will I be on if somebody just walks all over me and I sit down and be like, I'm signed, so I can't do anything. I know. I really got to go. And you know, if it goes down on us, I mean, the shame comes to the label as well. So, you know, unless maybe I feel like sometimes your label be protecting you not to do some things because they know you lose, and it's not good. It's not good and healthy for you because that's the brand you're protecting and everything. But as long as your label have faith and they believe in your craft and what you do, they can let you go anytime.
What is your opinion of the label, of the people that you interact with there? So let me frame this for you, right? So
Mhm.
like I've had conversations with let me give examples. Critic in Zambia, right? Where he's with Rovert Media Group, right? And says nothing but positive things. You know what I'm saying about it. It's like, look, these people are locked in, they know music, they know hip hop, they love the culture, they're trying to grow it, right? I've heard stories about Def Jam Africa, right? Where it's like the people who are there are literally just seat fillers that they don't actually know anything about the culture, right? When it comes to hip hop for you, which is label, do you feel like the people you interact with are locked in with the culture and understand, like when you're like, yo, I'm a rapper, this is what we do. Like, are they like, now we get that? Or do you think it's more just like corporate suit and ties that aren't necessarily tied in? They just are there to label.
I mean, there's the corporate suit and tie that are necessarily tied in. It's true, and it's a lot of the majority of them. But what's important is the kind of label that you attract. Because first off, you're gonna want to search for Lyrical Joe online before you sign him. and you're gonna see what he does. So when you come to me, we're gonna talk about it. I mean, it's working, it's working. So we need to agree on some things. But I myself, first off, I'm not going to put anything on paper that takes me out of my character. I'm not going to sign anything on paper that takes me out of my character. The people that I've come across, the labels and the investors that I've come across in my life so far came close to me because they love rap. So if they were going to invest in anything, even though we're going to do, every other thing, bit of every other thing, they really love me to rap. They really love me when I rap, which is why they could still let me do 5th August on my birthday and rap that long and everything. So I really, really look out for the kind of label I am going to, the kind of people I am going to. If I really see, all I see is Michael Jackson promoters or Michael Jackson investors alone in that meeting, I'm not sitting in it. I don't have anything to do there. Else they're gonna I'm gonna come out
Do they have the ability right now to be
afro.
like to be like, I don't want you putting out 5th August 6th?
No, they don't because I have a say in what goes out for me as well.
Okay.
So if you're gonna tell me that I don't want you putting out 5th August 6, then I'm also gonna say I don't also want you putting out Lyrical Joe and Afro Pop. I don't want it. So then we all come to a halt. So it's something that we all have a say. They make it comfortable enough for all of us to, agree on what we are doing.
That's what. Do you get your lyrics policed?
As in, take this out.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't at all.
Really? Do you think is that because you're not a very, like, I wouldn't consider you a controversial rapper. Like, I don't think you do shock value rap. You're not saying wild shit just for the sake of saying wild shit. Like, you make music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Music.
do you think the pushback would be there if you tried to do some wild shit though? Like, if you said some out of pocket shit?
I'm sure I would be cautioned if I just get up and say fuck the president or something.
Right. Like,
Yeah,
just like something like.
yeah, I'll definitely be cautioned. Like, yo, man, this is too much. They will.
Okay, but it sounds like you have a really good relationship with them. Like, it sounds like it's definitely, there's communication back and forth. It's not like one person dictating something.
For me, as long as as long as you don't really try to put too much hands on me when it's time for me to rap, I think we're good to go.
That's dope. Shut up, Joe. Shut up to that. That's fire. You hear so many people come on and they got horror stories about their labels. You know what I mean? Like, everybody they want to tell you all the negative stuff. So to hear you come up here and be like, nah, look, my people are chill. Like, we get busy. Like, that's fire. Like, that's what you want to hear. Like, that's a good relationship to be like, look, there's suit and ties. I'm the rapper, but we understand where we're at. And like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire. So 2023, we got the next album drop. Right, we got February we're looking, right?
You got February.
Is that in stone? Definitely ready to go.
Yeah, it's definitely because this is what I've been stressing over all this time. I've been locked in. I mean, aside doing everything I've been doing, trying to put out the barcode and everything. I really wanted to put out lots of barcode this year, but I didn't get to. But definitely that will be next year, somewhere next year. But the album is it's a short thing for February.
Wait, we might be getting it early. You heard the slip of it.
Yeah, it's a short thing.
All right, so let's talk album now. Do we got a name?
Yeah, I'm still contemplating on that. So I want to be sure, but I mean, we're almost ready. I mean, I have my cover art, I have everything. It's just I'm just waiting for the dates to put it out and all that. So that's how set we are.
Locked and loaded. I like it. I want to talk more about your mindset now, right? Because I feel like coming into the last project versus coming into this project, and like, what has changed for you? Like, what has been the differences? Like, do you feel like this one was easier to create, harder to create? Do you think this one was more smooth? Now that you've got the premiere one out of the system and shit like that. Like, what was the process itself like in comparison to the last album drop?
The last EP that I dropped an EP somewhere last year. I think this I got a bit technical and critical with this the thing is that so it's two things. I've always wanted to put out like a full hip hop project, which I haven't done yet, but definitely in 2030, that's what I'm looking at, that like a full hip hop project. But I've really, with this project that I'm about to drop, I've really had my hands around it, like most of my hands, my prints around it, make sure that I take control of what I'm doing. Talking of studio time, go back to it, make sure that everything is locked and loaded how I want to do it. I've really had my hands around it. That's
That's
what
good.
I think has changed with this project that I'm about to drop. Mm.
What's the vibe? Like what's the like yo, if you're in the mood for some club shit, if you're in the mood some conscious, emotional shit, like what's the vibe of the album? Who do you think it's like appealing to?
I think we're gonna mm, that's a buffet. I think so. But then we're gonna have most of less of the club. I mean the club type of thing. We're gonna have less of the clubbing type of thing, and then we're gonna have most music. Because even if it's hip hop, I make sure that the hip hop that we have on there is music, not just rap. But then it has a whole team around it, and it's music packaged. Yeah.
Is there
So,
like a
something-
theme or a story being told with the album? You can give us a little insight for it.
yeah, exactly. This album is like different pictures of places that I mean places that I've been in my life, and things that I've gone through and things I've seen and where I am now. So it's like different pictures. So I mean when the cover art come out and the name comes out, you would understand why I said it's like different pictures of where I've been to, and where I am now. That's the picture I'm painting with this album. Is like still on the road, and I'm telling you the story. And so this is not just come and vibe. This is not just come and club or just come and dance. Though we're gonna have, I mean, one or two vibes like that. But then this is more like listen and music that has replay value.
That's fire. You know what? It's funny you say that too. So I'm like thinking about this while you're saying it. And like I'm looking at like your past videos and stuff like that. And like you really are like a traveling motherfucker. Every time, every video, my guy
It's
is
this,
out and about and shit. Like now I'm
yeah,
thinking about it. So yo,
yeah,
what is how much I want I don't you're not supposed to I don't normally ask another man about his pockets, but like we gotta talk about this, my guy.
yeah.
Your wardrobe cost has to be fucking ridiculous. How like just the amount of drip that you go through in one of these 37-minute videos and the amount of style switches and this is oh no, this is my only on a mountain attire. This there has to be at least
I,
47 candles lit for me to wear this jacket. Like what is going
yeah,
on, no?
I think this year nothing has really taken out my like has really gone out budget like has taken out budget like drip. It really I mean it really costs because it's like it's crazy. And the thing is that you get to work with a stylist, so he has his price fixed, and you go like, yo, next morning I'm going for this show, or tomorrow I have to be at this interview, or so sometimes you got to come with like a whole package, like we're going 10 costumes at a point, at one point, and it really takes out money. And the crazy part about it is
Do you keep
after
the clothes? I'm asking poor people questions. I gotta know.
I, I do.
That's fire.
Unfortunately, I do. But the thing is that I can't wear it anywhere anymore.
You gotta auction that shit off. I need a
Yeah,
5th August jacket. I need
yeah,
something,
yeah.
I
That's
need
what
some
August.
signed memorabilia. We need to,
Because
there's
I'm
gotta be a
looking at,
comp.
yeah, because I'm looking at what I used for example my VGMA Ghana Music Awards performance, the green and the white, you know,
Right.
looking at it, and it's nice, but I can't wear it anywhere anymore because it's been like everywhere
You
on the
killed
internet.
it.
Everywhere. So it's like this is nice. What am I gonna do with this? And so yeah, definitely it needs to be, you know.
Dude, so like I've always pointed out, like whether it's the sunglasses or the entire fit or whatever, like you've always had a sense of style about you. Is that
Uh,
like is that like a passion? Like is that something like you're into? Like do you see yourself getting into fashion at some point?
So yeah, yeah. And the thing is that the whole appeal from the hairstyle to the glasses to the the style that we put on is that you see the hairstyle is pretty old. It's like pretty back in the days, like something Tupac used to, you know,
Right,
the
right,
whole line cut in it. So that's something that should appeal to the older people because it's not new to them. They've seen it before. It's a style, you know, our dads used to do. I mean, it's not new, it's old. So
right. I
when
got
they
you.
see it, it's like, oh yeah, we see this. I mean, this is like our style. But then the outfits is saying a whole different thing. It's telling you that, yeah,
2022 on the drip.
it's 2022. So it's like the hair is in
I
the
got you.
80s and then the outfit. So that's the whole thing about it. And
You got a
I
whole
don't know.
marketing strategy with just the image. Are y'all taking notes from this shit, dog? Like, come on. He's giving y'all some fucking juice right here.
But I think that's one thing with hip hop and rap music as well that uh sometimes we got slept on because of these things. I mean, you meet dudes that could really rap, but it's something to the styling and how they appear that hasn't been appealing to people.
Right.
So they, and I mean sometimes to the ladies as well. So they tend to want to not want to you know rock with you. But sometimes I could be spitting the hardest thing and then still drip like that, something a lady could not relate to. But then she would definitely want to look at me twice because of what I'm wearing. And then you know, definitely would say that, oh, this dude can rap, even if she don't know that I can really rap. All she knows that this guy dress like he dresses well, so I like to watch his videos,
This is
and it's
facts.
still a hip hop video, yeah.
What Cass say? I'm gonna go platinum when I drop and triple in a month because the bitches gonna get it. Put a picture on the front. Stop, dog. Let's go.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, look, Doug. I think that's a good game to give out. I don't know that there are many people who would look at an artist, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not to come at you or anything like that, but we'll look at an artist and think, man, there's even a strategy in the way that this person is presenting themselves. Like most people know, like, hey, I want to look good, I want to look rich because I'm trying to give off an image. Very few people I think are going to sit across from me and be like, here's the reason for the haircut. Here's the reason for the, you know what I mean? Like I
So
feel
you
like,
know
man,
that everything you're doing is deliberate, like you're deliberately
yeah,
doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's absolutely fire. I love that. I love that. And I feel like that's you had there's such a gem, such a hidden gem that you put down too. When he said like there are a lot of cats out there that can rap, right?
Yeah.
The people that you hear, in my opinion, right, do tend not to be the best at what they do.
Yes.
They're the best at a combination of things that
Yeah.
allowed them to get themselves in front of you to
On the
have that opinion. You
fact,
know what I
fact,
mean?
fact,
And
fact.
it's cool because like one, to be self-aware of that, right? But number two, when you're talking about the deliberateness, that yo,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna hope, I'm not just gonna just rap really well and hope that that's enough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Let me put
let's go,
some.
my guy. All right, let's keep going, man. You're gonna walk out of this with a bigger head than you already got, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, new single dropping in what 3 days? I don't know. Hey, I'll probably get this out today. You got like 3 days from today. You have a new single dropping, right?
Yeah, that's 3 days. That's 3 days. It's I think it's this is the most funkiest thing that I would say I have on the project that is supposed to drop. I mean on the album. So I'm giving like um, I'm giving a taste of one of the most like I mean the I would say this is the like the club vibe that I have on the album, and that's what I'm giving out.
Okay.
Plus, it's the festive season, and you know people gotta boogie down. Mm.
We
So
got deliberate.
yeah, yeah. And so that's why I'm dropping this off the album, and I think that's just about the most club song that I have on this project that is coming.
I gotta
But then
pull up some questions for you, my guy,
let's
from one
go.
of your fans. I know you see this motherfucker. I get hit up to ask you questions. Like we interview every day. You would
Yeah.
think you and I kick it every single day.
Every
And these
single
people,
day.
like, yo, ask LJ this. Like, all right, when I talk to him, I will. Like, what? Nah, we text every day, Doug. That's how these motherfuckers be hounding me with this shit. Let me run through some of these with you real quick. These are fan questions from Twitter. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Are you excited? I'm gonna jump around.
Okay.
LJ says his dream features would be Eminem and Lil
Mhm.
Wayne.
Mm.
Does he have a plan for how to accomplish this, or are you leaving it to fate? I ask this because is it a generic question? Yes, it's a very generic question. But did they put a super dramatic twist on the end of it, of asking if you're going to leave it to like that's a fire way of pulling people in from a
Leave it to
question you probably got asked that 5,000 times. But I need to
I
know: are you leaving it to fate, my guy?
I mean, the plan is already in motion. Why? Because you wouldn't, if you want to feature Eminem, then you better start rapping how you have to start rapping. You really have to start rapping good, and that's what I've started alone. I mean, your craft in the first place needs to command that attention. So maybe Eminem might not be the first person to get to your video or your song, but then somebody close to Eminem would be the first person to hear your song or your craft and be like, no, I gotta get this guy to him. So is the plan in motion? Yeah, it is. And I deliberately say these things because what you say you are is actually what you are. And these are things that will happen. These are things that will be done. I started saying years ago that I'm the best rapper in Ghana, or I deserve this in Ghana. I states that I deserve an award, and I got it. So if I'm saying that this is what I'm gonna do, then I definitely
Manifest that shit.
would do it. I would manifest it, and then everything that you're seeing that we are doing is the plan towards it. So it's definitely gonna get there.
That makes sense too. It's kind of like what you talked about with the label. Like you
And
you
then
attract you attract what you put out type shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, and your plan is your secret. Your secret is your weapon. No man comes out to say that, listen, I'm gonna climb this ladder, and when I climb this ladder, I'm gonna jump here, and then I'll get to this mountain. No, you know what you want to do, and you go about it.
I feel you. Question one. This is the first one we opened up with. I'm actually curious about this. When is the feature with Calligraph Jones he talked about in Barcode One coming? Is
Yeah,
there
I'm not gonna go in any certain type of way about it. It's all up to Calligraph, because I mean, we went through the songs. He showed me what he wanted to be on. I got it to him. He promised to give him some time, and he would work on it. He would send the verse. I mean, it's been way overdue. I mean, the time he promised. So at this point, I think the questions needs to go to him. When is he going to do the verse that he promised? And we're good to go.
got you. Now, can I ask you this? This is me now. So
Yeah.
in these type of scenarios with collaborations and things like that, do you reach like is this like you hitting him up? Is this the label hitting him up? Is it like you know what I'm saying? Like is there like a third party interaction here, or is this literally just I spoke to him like he said when it was, and now I'm just waiting.
So me, sometimes there are artists that I personally want to feature, and there are artists that label brings on board. When I move to you as an artist, I'm like, listen, bro, I really feel like your craft and mine has something in common, and we can make a good chemistry. So let's work. If you want to do it on me reaching out to you level, cool, and I still provide present you the option of a label. If you want to get paid, or there is something that I need to go through contract wise, you need to talk to a label or anything, still let me know and we can work that out.
Okay,
Because
that's
I
dope.
really want to work, because I really want to feature, I really want to work. So when I reach out, I make sure that I present these two options, so it doesn't be like I'm just trying to just come and talk to you and then just take a verse and go now.
The next one I'm actually curious about too. I don't know why I never thought to ask you this myself. This is a good question. When are we getting you on these radio show freestyles? We don't got you on none of these Johns, but that's kind of like your lane though. Like it would make sense
It
seeing
would to see me or Tim Westwood.
and any of them. Like we need some radio freestyle LJ Johns. I feel like.
The thing that as I mean, if it's in Ghana, I've done it. I mean, I've done it in Ghana, but then now it's time to take it international. And the only thing I've been waiting on now is to we wanted to drop this album before we start setting out there, travel out and go to places and go do promotion. So definitely when I go on one of these tours, but these are places that are in plan. So when we get there, I make sure that I do it for the culture.
So it's in the works. It's coming. It's a definite.
We're gonna come hard.
What are we thinking? 2023, 2024?
2023, man. 2023.
go, baby. I'm in. All right, look, let's get it. I'm here for this. For your critics, haters of LJ, there's a couple of them. They DM me. Some people will criticize your wordplay, say that you have too much of it, or you have no hit songs, or constitute you as an underground artist. What is your reply to those people? Actually, that's a dumb question. I don't like that question. My bad, my guy. Let me change this, right? I'm gonna work this out like this, because when I asked you a question when we first interviewed, right? There was a question I asked you, which was basically like, I guess I was looking to see like what is your opportunity for growth? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your weak? Yeah, and like you're very bullheaded in the interview, right? If you go back about it, like, nah, I'm fine. I'm always the best that I've ever been right now. I've never been better than today. You know what I'm saying? Like that's very much so your bravado when the last time that we spoke. And I think that's your character. I don't think that that's fake. I feel like that's really the way that you see yourself, right?
That's in myself.
So here's my question. You and I have had conversations about your own work, right? Where we have been able to identify, like you and I both agree that certain tracks are better than other tracks. Not that one is trashed or something like that, but just like we're able to
identify this is better than this.
Exactly, right? So we're on the same page with that. That means that there's definitely been growth, right?
Yes.
Like you would not look at the first 5th August you did and the most recent and say that you are rapping at the same skill level.
The same skill, no, never.
Would you say you're like, tell me what you're doing better now? Like, are you flowing better, rhyming better? Are you bars better? Like, how do you feel in that time frame?
Yeah, you see, so somebody asked a question that what am I doing to get to these international features that I said that are my dream features and things. This is what I've been working on. I mean, from where I come from, this is Ghana, this is Africa. And in the first place, to find people rapping on that skill, it takes some work and you know, some knowledge. And these don't just come naturally. You need to learn, and you need to push the pen as far as you can push it. You need to look at it like Eminem is in the USA and is doing this and is rapping at this skill. It doesn't matter that I'm in Africa or I'm in Ghana somewhere. I can also push the pen that far. I can also say things that far. So looking at the, you know, something with rap where maybe, let's say, for example, you're in the USA and there's a state that you are in, that's a kind of punchline that you can do that only people from that state would understand.
Facts.
So this is what I like to classify like my 5th August one, the very first one for. And from there, I'm like, listen, I mean, now you guys are in, you guys do reactions, other people do it as well. Recently, I think No Life Shack just also jumped on 5th August 5 as well. And
let's go. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. And these are things that I had to push the pen for. I needed to be prepared for, because preparation meets opportunity and it becomes success. So imagine somebody like No Life Shack jumped on, or you jumped on my 5th August to react, and I was still rapping. At this time, I was still rapping like 5th August 1. It wouldn't have made any sense. It means that I met I met the platform and everything, but I wasn't ready for that. So I need to, when I'm pushing the pen, I need to make sure that Steve in USA somewhere needs to understand the basic of this punchline. And at the same time, somebody in Ghana needs to understand it. And the next time I do the next song, I need to push it further. Because the thing is that you have somebody like No Life Shack coming to react to you. He's been listening to Eminem, he's been listening to Kendrick. So you coming from Africa, what's the chances you have to impress such person? You need to keep upgrading. You can't keep going back. And that's one thing I've always, it's been my motivation. I've always been looking out for it, because I don't take any of this for granted. People reacting to my music. I don't take people from different states understanding the culture that I'm speaking. I don't take it for granted. So anytime I'm about to push a pen, I put all these things into consideration and be like, listen, I need someone out there. I know this is not just going to be consumed by my local community or my country, but it's going to go out there. So therefore, though I'm doing it in Ghana, the pen needs to be international. So every time I need to, you know, keep broadening up my mind, my pen game and everything. And for the people that are going to come talking about you do too much wordplay and this, I'm not sure you want to listen to hip hop or you want to listen to rap, because this is what it is about. I mean, Jay-Z still rap, drop gems.
So here's right. So here's the question though. Here's what this is all tying around to. If at every moment you feel like I'm the best version of myself, right? Like if you are constantly evolving, then that means that you right now would look at the first barcode version of you as being a lesser MC than you are right now. Like yes. I don't read my raps from when I was 14 and read it back like, oh damn, I was cooking in 8th grade. Like
no, I'm never proud of anything I did like 5 years ago. I'm sorry to say I'm not proud of the lyricism like that today. I wouldn't read it and be like, God damn it, I was fire. No, man. No, man. I should have said this better, or I should have done this better.
So that's beautiful to hear, because I think that's the sentiment that I was looking from you before, where I was like, man, I just want to hear him say that he's improved. I just want to hear you say like, dog, I'm getting better all the time.
Yes, fifth, I guess I was like, who are you? Me, I'm a student of the teacher that I am. So I'm still a student of the same teacher that I am. So I mean, it's like I'm always trying to improve from yesterday. That's it. I could never look at me as an MC 3 years ago and say like, God damn it, I was on fire now, man.
So what is it now when you're faced with those same people? Because like 5 years ago, somebody told you that shit that you think is whack was whack, and you told that person to go fuck themselves. You were like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. This shit is fire. Like, get the fuck, like, you're black. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know. But now, like, what is that like? So now 5 years later, you're looking back and you're like, oh, maybe these people weren't haters. Maybe these people weren't dicky, and maybe I wasn't ready to receive that type of criticism. What is your mind space about all of that? Like, how do you look at that?
Some people be really hating though, because at the level at which they're gonna, try to say your shit.
We're not talking about them. We're not talking about them. Like, some people were gonna hate. You could put out the best album ever created, and someone's gonna go, it was mid.
It was bad. But yeah, it's true. Sometimes you sit back, listen to it, and listen to what you did some years ago and be like, okay, somebody told me maybe I did this too much or I did this less. And now I look at it and I feel like, yeah, they were right in a way. There's something they said right. And that is true. Some people, I do give them their props. I'm like, and some people push you. I mean, my really first label that I got onto to work, before I even had my first deal, I had to record about 100 songs. Really? And he would 100 songs, and he would constantly come into the studio and hear a verse in the song and be like, what kind of trash is this? The hardest verse that you just thought you just wrote, he was gonna walk into the studio. And sometimes it even depends on his mood, the mood he's in. He just walks into the studio and listen to the song and be like, man, this is trash, get this out of my, what do you think you're doing? You know, that kind of thing. And I would feel down at the moment when he said that, but I'll go listen again and be like, okay, let me scratch this. I can do better. Let me come back again. And now I will start seeing the loopholes that I would, maybe he didn't even hear those loopholes, but because of what he said, me, myself, I'm hearing those loopholes.
Adjusting.
I'm adjusting and all those. So yeah, sometimes it helps.
That's fire. Let me ask you a personal question then. Because a lot of what I do, I can absolutely rub somebody the wrong way. A lot of the times my critique is either seeing like, when I love somebody, they love me, and when I don't like somebody, they hate me. That's just the way that it is, right? And one of the things about me is like, I've always called it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always like, it is what it is. If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Like, if you're mad at me for that, that's fine. But I think my attitude about it has changed over the last couple of years. And I think the more I do this and the more I get involved with it, the more my intention strays away from wanting to leave somebody feeling insulted, right?
Yeah.
So I guess here's my question. as somebody who I consider to be a hard-headed MC, right?
Mhm.
Is there any way that someone could have talked to you 5 years ago that you would have been more receptive to, rather than that person coming in and being like, that one was trash, get rid of that, what are you talking about? Like, and I'm asking specifically for me, I'm asking you to critique me, right? Like, is there a way of going about addressing the bars that you dislike in a way that you think would not make the artist just assume you're a hater and shut you out right from the jump? Or do you think that that's just human nature? Like,
You know, it's a dicey game with you, right? It's a dicey game with you because you're doing a reaction for the masses out there. And you know, people really want to hear you and your opinion on what you think. People really want to hear you say it's trash. And people really want to hear you say it's fire. That's different. But if it was in person, I think I feel that, yeah. I feel there was a way that I could have been spoken to uh, back then. Reason why I'm saying yours is dicey is that I don't expect you to come into my DM to come and tell me that, bro, I just reacted to your song and I think it was bad, but I just had to tell the people that it's good. But then let me tell you, next time you got to do a song, make sure you look at this and look at this and look at that. But then if it was something that we were together like in person and you walked into the studio and you heard me spit in a trash verse, I feel like it's something you can, move me, like hold me to the side and be more private about it. Be like, listen, you're good. I think you have a, so I think this is what this is what you're gonna start to do. I mean, listen, I think this MC is good. He has a future, but then if he can just work on this and this and that.
in sales, that's called the sandwich method. You say something,
Yeah,
something positive,
like
something constructive, something
you're
positive.
so yeah, it's like give me something to hold on to.
Right.
So like so that thing to hold on to is you telling me that I do have a future with this, but just make sure that you work on maybe your wordplay, make sure that it's maybe your rhyme scheme or your delivery. Just make sure that it's intact, and then you have it. You can take the world by a storm. That it sounds more sugar coated.
Right.
And
Who
but
who's
by
your
me,
who's your biggest person that you have in your corner that can do that? Like, that you're gonna listen to. That someone's good. That's someone that could pull you aside and be like, "Yo, that's a miss. Let, let's
that
let's let let's retry this." Do you have someone like that in your corner?
at this point, I think I mean I have people, but they wouldn't go that far. But at this point, that person is me myself. Because
Do you think that limits you?
I I really be listening over and over and over again and be like, no man, this is not it. This is not hitting it
You're
for
gonna
me.
talk yourself out of good shit though. You're gonna hear some good shit and just get sick of it, and we're never
No,
gonna fucking get it then.
but sometimes I want to lock myself in the studio and feel angry or something, like push the pen, like so at this point I don't think there's any better critic out there than myself. I've been really doing it to myself. I've been really doing it to myself. And sometimes some songs I just go I'd be like, yo, chill out, man, just vibe on this song.
I'm with it, dog. Yo,
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much for coming to kick it with me this holiday season. The catch up has been fucking fire, dog.
Fire, man. I'm glad we finally did
It's,
this.
it's been a minute, dog. I'm happy to see that you're still doing all the shit that you said you were gonna do when we first fucking started chopping it up about this shit. So I'm nothing but success to you, my guy. You already know the vibes. You know what I mean?
I would say, I feel like this you've played a big role as well. I mean, these reactions and things, because it's a mentality of with where we come from, where when people see how other people from other places are trooping in onto your project, it gets them hooked on. Sometimes when I drop a song, people don't be really they don't just run to go listen to the song yet. They go straight to the reactions. You
Sometimes,
understand?
yeah. Yeah.
Some people be like, listen, I want to listen to this particular person. I want to watch this particular guy's reaction to this song before they even go back to the song and things. And it has really played a role in my mind state as well, how I think and what I do. when I'm penning down lyrics and when I'm penning down songs. And then so I just want to say big ups to you. It's been great. It's been of good support.
Appreciate it,
And
bro.
yeah, we have one award under the belts. More to go.
First one down, baby. Let's go. All right, look,
Now,
you guys have heard it here. New song dropping in 3 days. Will be on the new album dropping
yeah.
this February. It sounds like it's locked, loaded, ready to go. Make sure you guys stream that when it drops. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna get this out today, just so that these timelines make sense.
Yeah.
My
Let's
guy,
get
any
it.
questions? You got anything for GSGang or me? Any comments, questions, concerns, anything?
Man, my question is when are we locking in? Because we've spoke about it, but we haven't done it yet. When are we locking in on one of the barcodes?
Um, that's a good question. I'm battling this Saturday. And I
Okay.
think so. I'm battling it's actually a Twitter space battle. So if you see that shit, jump in
Oh,
there.
Twitter space battle. I'd love to be there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah. Like, check the timeline. I'm gonna be tweeting all this shit out and stuff like that.
okay.
That's the last thing that I have on my plate as far as to write for. So after this Saturday, I'm open as far as my pen goes. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yeah, I'll send a beat in and then let's see. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah. We could do some shit. Look, I'm about to
Yeah.
give you some bars after this. Hold on. Let's get y'all ain't getting this. I gotta give them the exclusive real shit.
Yeah,
Let
man,
them see what's happening this weekend. You know what I'm
let's get
saying?
it. Let's get it for the
Ah,
culture.
look, all right, look, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm about to wrap this guy's head off real quick. Let's get it.
Let's get
Maybe
it.
I'll record this. Maybe I'll record this separate.